After the devastation of World War II, the world was rebuilding. But the peace was fragile. Two superpowers emerged from the ashes of the conflict, the United States and the Soviet Union. And soon they would find themselves in a new kind of battle, a Cold War. The United States, championing democracy and capitalism, saw itself as the leader of the free world. Meanwhile, the Soviet Union, under Joseph Stalin, promoted communism and sought to spread its ideology across the globe. Both nations had vast military power and were determined to expand their influence. The world quickly became divided. The West, led by the United States, formed alliances like NATO, bringing together capitalist democracies. The East, under Soviet control, established the Warsaw Pact, a coalition of communist states. Europe, once a battlefield in the world wars, became the front line of this new struggle. Nowhere was this more evident than in Germany, where the Berlin Wall became the ultimate symbol of division. The Cold War was fought not only through diplomacy and ideology, but also through an arms race. Both superpowers developed nuclear weapons, enough to destroy the world many times over. The fear of nuclear war hung over the entire planet. From the Cuban Missile Crisis to the proliferation of intercontinental ballistic missiles, the stakes were higher than ever. Though the superpowers never directly fought each other, their rivalry was played out in conflicts around the globe. In Asia, the Korean and Vietnam Wars became battlegrounds between communism and capitalism. In the Middle East, Africa, and Latin America, the superpowers backed opposing sides in civil wars and revolutions. These proxy wars shaped the lives of millions and left deep scars on the nations involved. In the 1970s, both sides realized the dangers of their competition and began efforts to ease tensions. This period, known as détente, saw important arms control agreements like the Strategic Arms Limitation Talks, SALT. But it wasn't until the 1980s, under the leadership of Mikhail Gorbachev and his policies of glasnost and perestroika, that the Cold War truly began to thaw. The fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 marked the symbolic end of the conflict. Though the Cold War ended, its impact is still felt today. New nations emerged from the collapse of the Soviet Union, and the United States remained the world's dominant superpower. However, the ideological battle between authoritarianism and democracy continues to shape global politics. The Cold War may have ended, but its legacy endures. The Cold War was a time of great tension and fear, but also of incredible technological advancements and political transformations. As we look back, we can see how the conflict shaped the modern world and continues to influence the global balance of power today.